Doesn't seem like I'm trying. There we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this another New York live session. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you guys are enjoying the sun as I'm enjoying the sun, and hopefully it's going to be a good day at the end of the day. And right now in front of us, I hope that you guys are ready and you guys are having a good time with the markets. I hope they're going to do. You guys, I hope we're going to do something nice today. So please bring your comments in the comment section. So that we will be able to. Calvin says he's first here, even though Matty came before him. You know, you guys have to be faster than lightning to be first in this stream. So you almost have to you have to be there at the beginning of everything, right? So I don't know how is internet right now. It has been a bit wonky this morning, so I hope that it's able to keep me up. I'm just gonna double check my speed test. We can actually do. Okay, cool. Does it work? Does it work? One ping. That's okay. I have 90. Okay, cool. I have work. So right now, yesterday we had a planning meeting with the A1 Trading VIP community. We had it with Mentorship community. We had it with the daily setups people, and I think it was pretty awesome. The recordings is on the internet, so hopefully you are able to get there on the internet and you have seen what I have posted for you guys. So that's kind of that. That's kind of the most important thing right now. Hello Harold, hello Caden, bro. Took us a Swiss at 68.9. Set a stop. But got stopped out. We'll look at that. Hello, Phillips. Hello, Tomato. I think there's a lot of tension for today, so that's great. We had a euro coming back up a bit more than expected. It hasn't really come up to anything at all whatsoever, but it's kind of interesting that it did come, up to daily target. The only problem in this case is that it didn't go higher before it started falling a bit. So right now this might be a reversal here, a small one. I hope there will be a small reversal so that it can go a bit higher so we can take it down again, kind of a thing. So right now I'm just there in the middle, waiting for euro, waiting here for you to see you go high. Almost there. Okay, so that's kind of the most important for euro right now. It isn't as high as I want to. I would have it go a bit higher. Let's have a great analysis. I'm trying, Mahmoud, as far as I can do it, as quickly as I can do it, and as best as I can do it. So right now we did come up a bit on the 9th on the London session here, but I wanted to go higher, bro. I wanted to go higher. Hello Calvin. Hello Miro. So it's kind of I think it's going to be great. We just have to see how high can it go before it starts falling again. Is this a sell? I'm not too sure. Of course it's going to be tested in a week, hey, you didn't sell it, but I honestly didn't take it because I was in a meeting, so I couldn't. So it's a bit difficult to take things when I'm in meetings, but it's kind of like an area of no man's land kind of thing. It's not really resistance, but it fell there so far at least. So yeah, so kind of what has happened. So currently we are just only 18 concurrent viewers today. Good afternoon, Macro. Just wondering what that would be about, but hopefully you guys will be able to come down here. So dollar, as we are talking about as always, we would be able to say that 104 is kind of a good place to be, I would say. We kind of tapped that and then we went a bit lower, end of month rebalancing. That is really what I'm hoping for, Harold. I'm really hoping for a rebalancing here and a sharp fall on the dollars so we can get it back up next week. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, but it's not really there at this moment. And I honestly believe that we can of course only go higher from here, but I would like to see a deeper pullback coming into next week, we have FOMC. We have things to do next week. So I don't know. We have NFP next week. We have FOMC next week. Do we have anything else? I haven't checked the calendar, but it's kind of something to look out for, at least, especially for the dollar, which will have a fantastic day, either to the upside or to the downside, depending on where we're going to go. So Calvin says Euro Yen. Kirkland says he's in the GU. We can go to GU. That's always okay as well. And I don't know which one you have already done, Kirkland. Have you already bought it? Have you already sold it? Like, what have you done so far? But the thing is that you need to be able to see that, you know, we can maybe go lower, and the only way to go lower on this on this side is actually to go a bit higher. So there was GDP out of Canada right now. I just saw it on the news flash. Let's go and check that one out. For some reason, I can't go lower. GDP out of Canada is better than expected. Core PCE is worse than expected. So that is kind of interesting coming into this morning as well. I would really love for everything to be, you know, going higher. But so if you look at CAD in particular, like CAD yen, I think that would be the most important one to look at. Does it have a reaction there? It has a small bullish reaction here, and I would hopefully this one to go a bit higher. But most of all, I would love it to come a bit lower so we can buy it. But, you know, the news might send it higher, and I can't really do anything about that. GDP comes in at 1.1 over 108. Kremlin has announced the idea of matching ruble to the price of gold. Said that we are considering it. Okay. North Korea is preparing for its first N test since 2017. That is definitely a gold bullish move. Also dollar bullish move. But if you see here, that was around 1. That was mentioned around 1 p.m. today, as far as I remember, as far as I can see. So we haven't really had the most fantastic reaction to that kind of news. But if it becomes more serious, if it becomes more interesting, then we might see gold turning higher. But more than anything else, people, right now we're coming into the hour of the day that I expect this one to have a pullback and then not close, but go back up again. So if there's going to be any pullback on Friday, it's going to be within this candle here. So just look out for it if you're thinking of buying it more than anything else. Okay, just having that in mind. The other thing that you also need to reconsider here is what does dollar do in that situation, and that is a dollar bullish move. So what is really the backdrop right now on the things? And the backdrop, as you can see here, that I posted yesterday in the e-winners in my mentorship course, and you know there is plenty of planning for May in here, so I'm not going to reveal everything here, but a surprise in GDP at a time when inflation is running at 40-year high in America will inevitably lead to more talks about stagflation, dollar bullish, particularly when the Fed is set to hike interest rates more aggressively. And if you're looking into this today, the the expectations for rate increases in America, we see that we have plenty, and I think it was 275 basis points by the end of the year to 300 range, and today still the same. It's a bit less today actually. You can see down here it has 50 yesterday. Today it is a bit lower, but still 300 to 325 basis points is actually coming up stronger. That is that is actually a very key thing, yes, because that's going to create even more dollar bullishness. That is, if I know myself absolutely correctly, that is 12. Let me see if I can do it correctly on stream as well. Is it 12 divided by 21? Sorry, it's not even 25. It's 20. Is it? It is 300 divided by 25. Yeah, 12. Even my math is working today. Okay. So what else do we do then? Well, that is continuation to the dollar bullish move. Does that mean that S&P 500, that is my beloved child, hates it by many, that I do trade it almost, loved by someone, that we are able to still be bullish on this one? And the thing is, even if it falls for a half a year, I'm still going to be bullish. That doesn't change. If market believes, if market's taking profit now, and we're going down 50% of the move from COVID, you know, it's dark, it's dull, it's whatever. It's the same thing as, okay, we fell, what, 50%? No, 35% in COVID, okay? We rose 121%, give or take. We are now down, what, 12? What is that, 10% of the original move? Not at all anywhere near gonna rock with me. I love this. I love this market, and I love my job. And you know, I can just wait. There is no way in heaven that I'm gonna be impatient with S&P, because it's gonna be, what does it matter? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in 2022 is gonna ruin my returns that I have up until 2050? Of course not. Core PCE is out. I commented about it already, Harold. I said that it was a bit worse than expected on 5.2, but the month-over-month is 0.3 expected, actual and previous, so there is no change. There is no change there. Euro came out of a GDP today with 5, expected 5. A bit less on, actually 0.2 on GDP quarter over quarter for Q1. That means for the Q1 of January to March. A bit less than expected, but actually higher than I even expected. I think this is actually quite a good GDP. I actually think that the economy is still coming out of the Ukrainian crisis actually quite good on top, I would say. I think it could have been, well, I wouldn't say negative 10 or negative 5 or whatever, but if we really had what I believe was in the beginning like a complete crisis and a complete just what is going on kind of moment, then we would have seen much uglier numbers. So yeah, I can do another go through the numbers again. There's no worries about that. The other one is that GDP out of America yesterday was negative 1.4 annualized, and is rather interesting because last year then was very strong, and this year we're not that strong. Amazon printed a negative quarter, negative $7 per share for Q1. And I was actually found that actually quite surprising. And I know Facebook has done it. Netflix is saying they're going to lose 2 million subscribers. They've already lost 200. Who is next? Who's next to going to take down or going to be processing losses? Because what is really going on here? What is really happening in the American economy is in inflation, its price. But what about financing? Financing isn't that high yet, is it? Because we're just at 0.25 and we're supposed to go to 3. So if we go to 0.25 basis points, 25 basis points, all the way up to 300 basis points, which is 3%, which is a more normal interest rate, how is businesses going to make it then? And in that case, we might see even more selling off in the stock market because the profits is going to be less and less and less. Kidane says, gold has a double top selling opportunity. We can look at that later on. Don't worry. So right now for the stock market, Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow Jones, are we now seeing the peak of the market, or are we seeing that people now still have wage growth? They can pay for all these extra costs once we just got price going down because of interest rates going higher. We've already seen that people are getting price sensitive and they're stopping to spend, which is kind of the whole case of the interest rate hikes. That are we going to be very volatile now in terms of, like, the inflation is 8%, right? Whatever it is, 8.5 probably. Is 8.5%. Now, if that is going to go down to like 7 or 6 or 5 within like 6 months or so, are we still going to price in interest rates of 300%? No, we are not. So the thing is, people, you really need to be able to see what is going on, what is the bigger picture, and is it worth your investment? So Mr. Joseph says gold has a double top. Which time frame are you on, mate? Because I do not see any. I don't see any double tops here. I see resistance, and it fell a bit. But that is, in my view, in a small view, that is kind of like a buying opportunity. But no, for my mentorship students that is out there buying gold, no, that is not a buying for you. I'm seeing it as a buying for the market. You need to have a higher high, higher low. Then we can start talking about buying actually gold. So if you're in my mentorship course, you are not buying. This is not the rules yet. The rules are not met yet. So just take a chill pill, take a cold cooler. Oh, I'm just gonna take a cold cooler. Oh, taking my own advice into my own hands. That was good. That was good. A bit of coffee as well, so we can get some real kick in here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what's really is important here, and as I said, Joseph, that with my experience, that this candle is a pullback. So this is not a sell candle at this moment. And if it was a sell candle, I would even say that if you were to sell this by any means, so all the means in this world, that doesn't mean much to me. All right. So if you do that, then we can talk about it. On the other flip side of it, I also want to sell it. If I want to sell, I also need some kind of M3, maybe 1922 currently, or 1905. That means we need to go down here, test this support, so that we can come back up and can just crush those buyers down. That is definitely something to look into. So Akeem asks, where can I get into my mentorship course? There is a link in the description. So yeah, there's a link in the description if you want to do that, okay? Or before you do that, you can also just ask me on Discord. You can go to the free Discord. No one's going to pay for anything. You can go and you can find this beautiful face here. You add me, and you send me a text. We can have a Zoom meeting maybe on Monday-ish. I think I will have to have the weekend for myself. And have a chat, and I can try to help you out for free for 1 hour to see if I, first of all, can help you out. Second of all, if it's me you are are able, if I'm able to help you and you like me. So 1 hour, I'm just give you whatever you need to know, and I will give it all as if it was a mentorship call, and then we will take it from there. Okay. I don't want anyone to join my mentorship that shouldn't be there or can't be there because they hate me or something. I don't know. I need to be able to help you. So the other thing for pound, it's kind of that situation by any means. But if we go up to that situation there, what does that mean? That we will have a small bullish trend in the meantime? Yes, and that's gonna probably make you a bit freaked out. But just have it in mind that you might be able to think about it twice. Okay. So first of all, second of all, third of all. Monthly sell on Aussie. I expect Aussie to fall in the coming month. And if you see here, we have central pivot 72.93. Target is 68 for the month. I don't know if we ever do it, but at least what I would be planning for in May. I also plan that we might not pull back that much on the dollar pairs, so I might be prepared to having to sell like something like that and take that route. So in my mind, this is plan A, this is plan B, this is plan C. All of them will have somewhere around 75 to 100 pips surplus. This is a monthly trade, and 75.30 is definitely 100 pips up from 74. So we will just see how far things goes, and we'll take it from there. Euro dollar has a similar situation where 106.50, 106.95, is kind of like an area to sell off. The only problem here is, people, listen to this one. The only problem that I have in this situation is this looks similar, very similar to April last year. In March, we went really hard down on dollar and euro, and then the next month just did that. Okay? How do we avoid selling? Hello, Sanshi. How do we go about and, first of all, wait for a trade? Second of all, how do we avoid ending up losing a lot of money here? So I'm going to give you a couple of tips here, okay? So first of all, you're going to look at Central. You're going to be like, okay, does it reverse here? Yes or no? You're going to look at M3. Does it reverse here? Yes or no? And how does a reversal look like, mate? And it comes in all different shapes and forms, just like another normal human being. It's not a straightforward answer. But an answer is that it just comes up there. Another answer is that it makes a lower low, lower high, so you can sell that again. Those two are what I use as valid entries. So, yeah. Macro slots since then, do you think? Yes, personal freedom. And that wasn't really the point. The point was really the technical setup and in a month where you have, well, plenty of risk last year as well, though, but because last year in April it was saying that they should start reducing their bond purchases, and yeah, so it wasn't really that bullish dollar as it is now, or hawkish. The Fed wasn't hawkish back then, but still, the technical setup of reaching way below monthly target, weekly target, everything, just overextended overall, makes a reversal, and then just continues nice and beautiful up to target. And in that case, where we are just going up nice and beautiful on the month, you need to be able to reduce your risk so much that you need to be very clear about your setup so that you don't sell higher highs and just whatever and whatever you feel like it might have done. And you need to be very specific, clear, And if you are not clear about your setup, if you don't have clear rules, now some of you have not so clear rules, I beg you to go through this weekend, backtest, try out different stop losses, try out different entries. Make sure that by Sunday evening, depending on where in the world, make sure that you are clear and your demo can do this blindly, and that you are able to do this kind of like on the fly. Like, you would just look at it and straight on. Okay? Fair enough. So that's kind of my story there on Euro. And Euro right now is this a really good sell there? I wouldn't say so. It might be, and I might be looking like a fool in a week or whatever, but I don't think it's good enough. Pound yen, says James. James. Over the rainbow shine a tar blue. So yesterday, James, went through the monthly entries, the weekly entry, no, weekly, just the monthly actually. And you still have 70 as a target. You are around monthly entry area. It's a difference of a couple 200 pips between center pivot and M2, so it's really a lot of pips. So you really need to be really careful of where you enter. I don't know if you have an entry already. I have on my plan said that if it comes down to this level, I would be lovely to buy it around 160, 132. And I would be able to be like, okay, cool. But if it now goes higher, that's a different case. Then we can trade it then. But I would initially, at least, hopefully it will come down before it goes higher. Hi, Evan. Do you use RSI in your trading? Yusuf, if you've seen RSI in my chart today, then if you have seen RSI in my chart today, I think I would answer that question. I think that would answer that question pretty straightforward. No, I do not use RSI, and you have not seen it in my chart, and you probably won't see it in my chart. And if you see it in my chart, yeah. So, why do I don't use RSI? Because I've tried, mate, and it just makes you lose money. That's my opinion, and I never made money on it, and I just lost money. So if you want to lose more than $10,000, have fun with it. I don't want to do that again. So, jokes. I think also RSI just made to make traders trade and sell bullish trends or bearish trends, buy bearish trends, when it isn't really at any level that should reverse that, and it's just a way to take money from retail traders. Full stop. Because the question you need to ask yourself, Yusuf, is what does professional traders do? What do professional traders do? What kind of things do they use? Okay. 162.6. Okay. Yeah, well. I wouldn't say you have a very safe. I think you would be very. I think you need to be mentally prepared that might hit your break even. So that's okay. I guess you tried, but just make sure that you don't lose money on it. But yeah, I can see that you're break even. That's great, fantastic. So just keep it and see how things goes. Joel says, I don't agree with you on that one. You can use RSI. Okay, Kyle, can you please bring me 100 trading statement where you have among others used RSI as an indicator to prove that using RSI as an indicator is profitable for you. Until you can prove with the trading statement that it is profitable, then I will stand my ground. So In this class, it's only proof that goes over anything, and I have proof that I've lost money on this thing. So I don't know if that is a fun thing to look at, but yeah. So I'm not bashing on our side just because I want to, but just because I hate it. It's 100% because I didn't succeed with it. But that's my story. How do you do back test on strategy using top-down analysis? Says Samuel. How do you back test? So I do a different form of back testing per se. The easiest way for everyone to do it, which doesn't require, I don't know, IT degree, and you don't need to buy any software other than what you already have. But I normally go to areas where let's say December 2022. Okay, fine. End of December. What is going on here? How would I trade this? Let's say I want to sell it, right? So on the 4 hour, it's bullish. On 4 hour, it's bullish. On 1 hour, it's pretty bullish, So I can't do anything here. I know I need a lower low, lower high situation before I can even do anything, right? So price makes a higher high, comes down lower again. Fine, good. Messes around a bit. I need a lower low again. Need a lower low, thank you. There we go. Now this is where things get interesting, right? So I will find my pivot points, and I will say, okay, where are we right now? Are we on our support? Are we at resistance? Like, what's the deal? So right now it looks a bit different. We have a lower low on the 4 hour, and I can say, okay, I can sell that now. So I would go into 1 hour, and if this thing can just bear with me for 1 millisecond, that would be fantastic. So I would then start, selling this candle, or that level, RSI up here, and I will leave it alone, and see how things goes. Goes up to entry, goes up to entry, 2 entries, no stop loss yet. And then let's see if I can make that one alive again. Internal error. Why is it internal error today? It is weekly bearish. Should be able to print, but okay, fair enough. If you don't want to, I can make you obey. Okay, novel. Then we need to do, well, fair enough. Thank you. And then I will then be able to be like, okay, cool. What is our target? Target was 154. And there's take profit. And that's kind of what I will do. And I will be very strict with myself. Does it go to stop loss or does it not? And it's kind of like dancing around even. It's really difficult. That's even, wow. Okay, there we go. Fair enough. That's enough for me. So that's kind of what I will do, how I will backtest it, because I will go through the emotions of, I've now felt really real that, with that entry there again, I probably would have taken that as well, but in real life at least, but it was really nerve-wracking here, and I really feel those emotions. So for me, it's really real because I want this to work out, right? As much as I want it to work out in real life. So that's how I would do it. I will just go and replay, put the candles on there, and then you do whatever the time frame you wanted to do, or how you would do it. I will do 4 hour and 1 hour, and then see how things goes. But yeah, all right. So what is going to happen right now? So just before the stream gets cut off, I guess that can happen. So there is a giveaway of $100 today. I'm just going to start now. So if you want to, please read the rules below. It's free to enter. You need to be subscribed. You need to be above 18. You need to have a PayPal account. You need to not have any countries from any sanctions of America. You also need to say the word or type the word only. The only word thanks in the chat box, and I will put your name on the wheel in the name of Wheels, and I will, for the next 5 minutes, that's what you have 5 minutes to do it now, and it's all for free, and you will have a $100 gift card either to your PayPal, or I will put as a discount to on Eivindfx if you can't get it received on PayPal. So yeah, that is the word, not how Mr. Joel wrote it down there. All right. So let the games begin, I guess. And the prize is coming from my own pocket. So yeah. So we'll just add them as it happens. So I'm just gonna be a bit, where is it? There we go. Thank you. Noops. Okay. I should put some music on, actually, to be honest. I was about to put on Kygo. I can't put on Kygo. There we go. Okay. Probably not then. How's things going, people? Oops, that was wrong twice. And then this is gonna be fun, isn't it? 1 more minute, by the way, people. 1 more minute. 1 more minute only. 1 more minute only. You said that in the beginning. Yeah, okay, Sheldon. I've got you. Okay, fair enough. James, have a good day. Have a good day, James. Quebec is even there. Okay, Quebec, thank you very much. And there was one here. Noops. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that seems to be time. Any late ones, you have probably a couple of milliseconds left. So right now I have 16, and that should be enough, I think. I think that is enough. That's kind of everyone that I've kind of seen. And yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. What was the last one? Keep it was the last one to get in. Fair enough. Cool. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I can't even hear the music even here. That's why. So cool. Great. Everyone can see. That is O. And then you can probably see your face as well. So I'm just going to move my face. So I'm over there, so you guys don't get bothered by my face. And if you're not there, that is totally up to you. So let's spin it. Seems like it's Yusuf. Congratulations, mate. You have 1 week to send me your PayPal account or whatever. And if you don't, you will lose the prize. So you have contact me on Discord or FOREX Beetle. FOREX@beetle.no. That means contact on FOREX@beetle.no or Discord and the hashtag BDAL. And you have 1 week to do it. And so, thank you very much for everyone who has participated today. Hopefully, hope you will have a good day later on. And that was half of what I normally earn on my Google AdSense. And the next one is probably going to be on on FOMC. That's another chance of 100. I think it's going to be 100 again on FOMC. So good luck, mates. Good luck. And I'll see you soon. Boom.